So I hope you guys can see me because the rain is pouring down, so I'm hoping that you can still hear me over all of it. But I just wanted to show you guys a little tip and trick. Oh, peanut butter cookies. We made those last night. They were super yummy. So my starter kept getting gnats sitting on the counter, my sourdough starter, and I kept getting frustrated with it, trying to keep the sourdough fresh. But I had seen where you can keep it in your refrigerator, and I tested it out yesterday, and it is doing phenomenal. So basically what I've done is I'm keeping my discard in this jar in the refrigerator, and I'm using my discard for my discard recipe. But when I want to feed it, I just go ahead and take it out. So this, I just used 1.5 cups of it so I can make my sourdough tortillas. So now we're going to go ahead and feed this. As I've said in previous videos, I've started just measuring it to consistency. So I'm going to go ahead and just add in some of my flour, and then I'm going to make sure that I'm using warm filtered water when I feed it, so it'll help waken it up. So I'm just going to use my hand, grab a little bit, and measure it in there. And I normally do this when I'm cooking dinner. This way I can go ahead and set this on top of my stove, and it will get nice and warm for me. Let's add some water. I'm going to go ahead and mix this all together, and it will rise just like it would normally. It might take an extra hour so that it can get nice and warm back up, but it will rise just normally. So I've just started keeping all of my starter / discard in the refrigerator and only feeding it when I need to bake with it. So tonight I'm going to make some more bread, so that's why I'm going ahead and feeding it. Plus I used a whole lot of it for my sourdough discard tortillas, so I want to make sure that I have enough in here. So I'm just kind of measuring this until I get to the right consistency. The best way I can describe the consistency is pancake batter. So I want to mix it up good. Make sure that I'm mixing that actual starter with the new flour and water. And once it gets to that nice consistency, I'm going to go ahead and just set it on top of my stove and allow it to set. And it's going to rise up, and it's going to start bubbling like it normally would for a regular starter. You just have to give it that time for it to wake up from its dormant state being in the refrigerator.